In my life, I have a lot of different passions and pursuits. Cars and motorcycles are a big part of that, but so is food. Today I've paired with my buddy Rich, who's known on Instagram as Come to Cheesus. He's a cheese fanatic, obviously, and a food fanatic like me. We're gonna do a foodies tour all over LA, and we're gonna do it with one charge in our long-term all-electric Tesla Model 3.
Mr. Takahashi.
Hey Rich, how's it going, buddy?
Good. Number one, I hope you brought alternative clothes. Did you bring like a muumuu or like a cape or something? Because this is about to get gluttonous. I brought a nice speckled red shirt, so when I spill the inevitable ketchup on it, it's just gonna blend in like a cheetah.
All right, I'm gonna take this as a challenge to spill different colored stuff on you.
Let's see if we can get a tapestry of color on us by the end of the day. Are you ready to go?
Yeah, where are we starting?
We're gonna go right here. Let's have a donut.
Right on.
So Mark, this is the vanilla glaze.
That's fantastic, and it's really nice and warming. That's perfect.
What I like about this is that it's never too sugary. It's nice and cakey. It's like rich, but it's not overly sweet.
Yeah, and the vanilla, it's there, but it tastes like vanilla bean, not vanilla extract.
Breakfast to me is like kind of two courses. You have your donut and coffee, then you have to have like eggs. So let's go to Venice. We're gonna go to Eggslut.
All right. We're gonna be tooling around all day in this, which is the Tesla Model 3, which was intended to be the affordable Tesla. The plan originally was to have a starting price of $35,000, but as of our taping now, that car doesn't exist. What do I need to know about Eggslut?
The original one was established at the Grand Central Market.
Yes.
And this is kind of its satellite location. I think they also have one in Las Vegas. Breakfast is served. We got ourselves a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich.
That's a tasty burger.
And a little ketchup, a little chipotle ketchup. Not a big fan of ketchup and eggs together, but this is one of the exceptions I'll make.
Yeah, I think you can get over it with this. That's a good way to start the day.
Oh, mission accomplished. I got ketchup on me.
Rich, you're 2 for 2. I mean, what's next?
I don't think people think there's a lot of good Chinese food here.
What?
That's what I hear. So we're gonna go to Rosemead and Chengdu Taste.
Right on. We're on the infamous 10 freeway in LA, and it's not the best pavement you can find. There's a lot of concrete seams, and I'm honestly feeling every single one of them. This ride's pretty stiff.
Yeah, it does definitely feel bumpy, even on a crappy road like this. It's not a game breaker for me.
I can see that too.
Yeah.
Because how often are we actually driving 60 miles an hour on the 10 freeway?
Yes. I got us some toothpick lamb with some cumin. How spicy do you like your food, by the way?
Moderately. Woo! That's good stuff.
Yeah.
It's not super hot, but man, it gives you the tingles.
That spice definitely has a presence, but it's not owning the party.
We're in Rosemead, which is in San Gabriel Valley. The best pastrami in the world, I think, is at a place called the Hat. It's been there forever. It's a little shack on the corner. It's going to be fantastic. You're going to love it.
Going from lamb to pastrami, it sounds like a natural progression.
It really does.
Do you want us to stay awake for the rest of the day? This is ridiculous.
This is a marathon, not a sprint.
You know, my knock against pastrami usually is that people do over pepper it. It's usually too thick, a little gamey. This is nice, tender, just light too. And that's not something I usually associate with pastrami. This is just a nice sandwich. This interior is so crazily simplistic, and yet it's not cheap.
The drawback is everything has to be run through this giant touchpad here.
Yes.
And that can be a little clunky, a little inconvenient, especially if you just want to do some minor things like turn up the volume as a passenger or adjust the climate control. You have to take your eyes off the road to find that spot on the screen. Now we're heading into East LA, Boyle Heights pretty much. It's a place called Manuel's El Tepeyac. It's been there forever. To put it in context, my parents used to go there. My grandfather used to hang, you know, like get a burrito or something there too. It's just a landmark.
And while we're going there, I'm just gonna take a quick nap. Oh boy. Just don't touch me on my stomach.
So this is the world famous hollenbeck burrito from Manuel's El Tepeyac in Boyle Heights.
Good God, man. Get a nice tomatoey guac meaty bite.
Yeah, it's just everything you can imagine stuffing into a tortilla.
I can see the LA skyline from here, downtown. There's a place called Bäco Mercat that I'd like to take you to. There's a great thing called the Toron. I caught myself a second wind, and I also caught myself a Toron. If you see, is basically oxtail hash. It's got cheddar tater, which I have no idea what that is, and some horseradish yogurt.
Oh yeah, that does not taste of oxtail. That just tastes like beef.
And it's almost like
Or lamb, actually.
Yeah, exactly, like a lamb. And to me, it's like where a taco and maybe like a gyro intersect. And this was voted LA's #1 sandwich.
Yeah, I mean, you can make an entire lunch out of just one of those.
One of those is you're gonna be fine.
We're close enough to one of my favorite Chinese places, but it's Cantonese. They make something called almond duck.
Ooh.
It is a pressed duck that's fried. It's such a delight. Welcome to the almond duck. Go ahead, grab a cube. Make sure you get some sauce on there, though.
It tastes like Thanksgiving.
Really?
Yeah, because it's almost like, it feels like your turkey with mashed potatoes. Like you kind of got that carby and the gravy going. It certainly feels like, man, we've done a couple Chinese places. Why not some Thai food?
Well, why not? Thai town?
Thai town it is.
Woohoo!
Jitlada! It looks like the freeway's a parking lot. That's fine.
Well, the good thing, if we're in heavy traffic, autopilot is where it really shines.
It is weird how that works. Like, you think the system would be better with less traffic, and it actually works better with traffic around it.
It stays in its lane by itself, it maintains a gap, and one of the things I've discovered as I use adaptive cruise and some of these low-level automated driving systems is I'm just not stressed anymore in traffic. I don't care if someone cuts me off.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a passenger to that point, and life just gets a lot better.
Some crispy duck spring rolls right here.
Ooh, I like duck.
Let's have a bite.
Not spicy at all.
The spring roll has good structural integrity.
And
except
on
for
a
that
hot
part.
day, something like this, where it's nice and cool.
Yeah, kind of
Still has a little,
spot.
yeah.
And
I could do with a little more sauce on the duck, though.
I could deal with a little more chewing. I think the really cool thing about this car is it's like, not only is it just quick, like 0 to 60, but if I'm going 55 and I want to zip up to 70, it's that. It's always there.
Yeah, that's a great thing about electric motors is you have all the torque instantly. Doesn't have to spool up. We haven't had a burger today. This is going to be Astro Burger. The one thing I get there is a pastrami burger because we haven't had enough pastrami today. It's thick cut pastrami. It's more like bacon compared to the Hat, which was almost cut paper thin. But I think you'll like it. It's hearty.
You haven't had enough hearty food today. That's just a full bite. You kind of have a lot going on.
Oh yeah.
Once you get past the texture of all the meat, then you still have a burger, and you still have everything else, the bun and everything included. It has like a very, for lack of a better comparison, very Burger King-y kind of vibe to it.
It's charbroiled.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick a cheese, you're gonna pick a cheese, then we'll hit the road.
All right, so you're going with a triple cream
With black truffle,
with black truffle.
because I'm fancy.
Cheers.
Go, go, go. Salty, creamy, truffly.
Very light. Is that the Malvarosa? So
Thank
it's
you.
summer. We could literally go with 1,000 different cheeses. but because of this is like a nice light, puts you in like a place in the Mediterranean. It's both good choices, opposite but good.
So now we have to hit the road again.
I think we've eaten enough, but I think we need some dessert.
I have a place for you. Saffron and Rose, Persian ice cream, Westwood. Really different flavors, unique, exotic flavors for ice cream.
What better way to end the journey than with a little dessert?
Yeah, so this is Saffron and Rose. It's Persian ice cream.
Mine has rose water in it. And
Yeah.
basically, it's a really intense vanilla. Is
Yeah.
what it is. I mean, it's almost like a tea.
Yeah.
An herbal tea, but in somehow ice cream form.
And I went with my favorite, which is the orange blossom ice cream.
And which I tried, and I actually like that a little bit better than this
Yeah.
one. But
There's something
this is
about-
good, but that's damn good.
Cheers, Rich. It's been a hell of a journey.
Ugh.
Clink.
We're spent, but the car isn't.
We have a ton of range left.
And with the exception of us cranking the air conditioning, we have about 200 miles left of range.
And I thought we'd end up with a lot less. Stop and go traffic, I mean, it really helps having an EV. You're not idling, you're not blowing through all the range on the highway. It just works.
Now we just need to go rest after this.
Yeah, I can use a nap for a few days. But hell of a good tour of food and culture and scenery in LA.
And I think we need to do this again. And next time, let's do burgers.
If you want more information on the Tesla Model 3 or any of its competition, head on over to Edmunds.com. If you want to see more videos like this, hit subscribe.